control. You can get condoms
for free.
Exactly. Condoms. You can get your pap smear. You can get a lot of different services done. Abortion is just one of those services that not even all of them, some of them perform. Exactly. And so it was so many fallacies in a commercial. For one, they stated all type of statistics that abortion is the #1 killer amongst African Americans, and I, for one, personally got offended by stating that you think I'm detrimental to
a society.
Society in general, because I made a personal choice to not carry on my pregnancy. I'm sorry, we have a caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm anonymous, and I just wanted to comment on this whole issue. I commend you all for doing this, and taking a stand. But however, I completely disagree. I do feel that women who choose to have an abortion commit or not commit, but do pray into genocide. I don't feel like they do it deliberately though.
Okay, we just want to again clarify. Genocide it's basically saying that you deliberately are destructing the African American race, and if you have an unplanned pregnancy, by whatever means you end up pregnant, it's not planned, and you decide you don't want to be a parent, that's your personal choice.
Exactly.
That has nothing to do with destruction of a race. There are many women that decide to have children, multiple children. There are many children that are in state custody or foster care, or that don't have families. So I clearly don't see how when a woman decides to terminate a pregnancy, that's a fetus, that's not viable outside of your womb. How could you be committing genocide to a person that's not, even ever lived?
Right.
We have a caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good evening. I'd like to say I totally disagree. I think the commercial that you're talking about on BT should be pulled. It should be banned because what you're stating, it's a woman's choice. If she wants to carry the child for 9 months or if she wants to have it, aborted, it's a woman's decision. The message that you're putting out there, in the article, that's totally wrong, and those statistics are wrong, so they need to check up on themselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling, and thank you for your support. And we really appreciate people calling in to support us because, again, this is about a woman's choice. Again, in some form, they're trying to take your personal rights away from you. That is the human right to be able to choose whether you want to carry your pregnancy to term or terminate it. That's just a simple human right. And I don't think it's right for a mainstream television station to use those kind of incorrect and fallacies to make a woman feel shamed about her decision.
Exactly.
I think that is so totally wrong, especially when you're thinking about children, that this is a lot of young people that this could possibly influence. When you think about things like no sex education in schools, you will market these kind of things on television, on a mainstream television station, but we can't get comprehensive sex education in schools to prevent unplanned pregnancies.
Exactly.
We have a caller. Go ahead.
Hi, I just wanted to commend you two young ladies who I think have a real handle on the issue and how things are going. I'm really happy to see that two young women as young as you are not by what is being put out on BET. Now, I'm not a fan of abortion, but I think that a woman should always have the right to choose whether or not that's what they want to do. And I'm glad to see that there are options that are available out there in the event. And again, one last thing, and that is that I was really happy to see the mature attitude and level of thinking that the two of you have. Because when you said that that parenting, that having a baby is more than just having a baby, it's parenting. It's spiritual, it's financial, it's all of that. I think you two ladies have your heads on straight. I'm glad that you all are out there, and it's really given me a great bit of hope for this generation. Also, one last thing, and that is that the genocide is really coming, in my opinion, from the drugs that are being allowed to infiltrate our community, from the gangs and the violence and the guns. I think those are much bigger threats than giving a woman a right to choose.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we just want to flash our overhead. So if anyone wants to support us, if anyone wants more information about the Chicago Abortion Fund, if anybody want to take a stand with us against this outrageous attack against women and their personal choice, feel free to contact us. We're on MySpace. We're on Facebook. We have a website. Share your story with us if you like to speak out, because like I said, I'm a parent and I've had an abortion, and I clearly know what it takes and what you have to put into being a parent. And I feel like, you know, for a person to try to make me feel ashamed, and for a person to try to say that I'm deliberately trying to destroy my race and my heritage and my culture because I decide that I don't want to be a parent because I had sex and ended up pregnant, I mean, that just really could play a part on a person that could really play on a person's conscience that is not strong-minded, or, that, it's already having trouble with making the decision whether or not they want to have an abortion. Sure. We have a caller.
Hi, how you guys doing tonight?
Good. Hey, caller, how are you?
Good, thank you. I just wanted to say that I do think that it's a certain way for BT to make a message if they do want to express how they feel about abortion. However, you guys made a comment about how the fetus is not even viable, and I mean that is, it's not really valid, because at 3 weeks the baby has a heart.
Again, our message is to not act like practitioners, not to act like doctors. The issue at hand is a woman's choice. You are taking away something that is personally mine. That is my reproductive freedom is mine, and it's not up to BET, it's not up to any governmental body to take that away from me, because at the end of the day, no one from BET is going to donate any money to parent a child. No one from BET is going to support any single parent that's out here trying to raise a child in these times. In times before these, it's getting increasingly violent. The economy is terrible, and I just think they should not play on people that are vulnerable and that have to make a serious moral decision about having an abortion with spreading messages that are not, even true. I don't even know. They don't even make it clear where their statistics or where they're quoting these things from. No. It's like really blanketed, and it's a direct target against Planned Parenthood. And the thing about that is, there is a lot of communities of color that are, really economically depressed. There are not places to get free condoms. There are not places to get cancer screenings, pap smears. There are not places to get tested for STDs. So making it seem like that Planned Parenthood is just an abortion provider, right. No, that is one of the many reproductive services that is available to women, and that should be available to women, because it's a legal surgical procedure, and that's what it is. But the decision to have one is strictly up to the person that's pregnant. And that's just the reality of it. And I don't think mainstream television has the right to try to encourage people to feel like that they're contributing to something that is horrible. Genocide is horrible.
Right.
And I think that does not compare to a woman being pregnant and deciding to have an abortion. There's no correlation at all.
In fact, it's almost the complete opposite, because right. When you think about the definition, and I'm going to just put it in layman's terms, genocide is something that is forced upon someone. Nobody, when you think of genocide, you think of the Holocaust. When you think of genocide, you think of slavery. Speaking of, on the topic of black, quote-unquote, black genocide, during slavery, those people were forced to do whatever that they were doing. And when people decided to, kill off slaves, that's genocide. When people decided to kill off those Jews, that was genocide. Abortion is a choice. A woman makes a decision to terminate her pregnancy.
Something
that is her choice. That's
affecting her life.
That's not that's not something that's forced. We have a caller.
Hello. Yes, I feel y'all, because it's too much going on out in this world.